Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today we have this Seat Leon, which is my new dinger. It's possibly one of the cheapest Seat Leons with a 1.4 engine in the UK that I've managed to pick up, as I've paid only £900. If anybody's managed to get one for cheaper, put it in the comment section below. But thank you for tuning back in, guys. In today's video we are going to change the oil filter, put some new oil in. Terms of things that you are going to need to get the job done, I'm going to show you. We've gone for this brand in terms of oil filter. So each oil filter is different for every car. Make sure you research it. I picked this one up from Amazon. I'm going to be putting the prices and the part links in the comment section below. We've got a handy Hilker oil drain pan. This is 8 litres because this is a smaller engine, so we're going to use one of these just to get this oil in here. Make sure you guys recycle, because obviously we want to be promoting renewable energy, etc. So that's for this bad boy. You've got to have a can of this WD-40. So this WD-40 is going to be used just in case we need to get the oil sump plug off. With a bit of force we can spray out with this, otherwise we've got some of that bad boy reinforcement inside. Before we start, step one, you have to leave the car running for between 10 to 15 minutes because that allows the oil to circulate. It's quite dangerous if we don't warm the car up and we immediately drain the oil, because that could lead to a possibility of the engine drying up and then leading to further issues. So I've actually this video, ran the engine for 10 to 15 minutes, so we are going to go straight into it. We're going to start by jacking up the car, get the car up, because my Axel stands were ordered and they haven't come in time, but a jack will do the job because we've got a quite high low profile jack. So we're going to get that under the vehicle and then we're going to jack the car up straight on underneath and show you guys what to do next. So let's show you the jack. This is the BC jack that we've got. Can't show you what that is because that's going to be for a few future videos. We've got a little project there, but that's the jack. We're going to get the jack out, jack the Leon up. Now obviously one thing is I would have preferred to have the axle stands underneath, but as I said, I ordered them, they didn't arrive, so we're going to jack the car up and then we're going to get the oil sump plug removed and drain that oil out. But what I'm thinking is, before we do that, you must make sure that the car is jacked up safely. Some people prefer to get the oil sump plug off first, drain the oil out and then take the oil filter off. Others basically like to take the oil filter off first and then drain the oil, but we're going to go with drain the oil and then get the filter off. Now we've got the car bonnet open. The fuel filter on this bad boy, believe it or not, I've really forgot where it is. Yeah, there it is, just there. It's okay, just there. You can't actually see it, so if I come from this angle here, maybe you can see it a bit better. See if I can maybe zoom in. Yeah, there we go. Nah, very hard to see from this angle. Probably won't focus. Yeah, it's not going to focus. But basically, the fuel filter is there. It's just hidden behind this section, and you can feel it. So in terms of socket, we're probably going to need like a 16mm socket head. But let's match up and see what we can get first. Imagine already it's not been easy. We've just tried to get this heat shield out of the way and 2 of the bolts have snapped because they're that rusty. It's only a 2009 plate, but guys, I'm telling you, be prepared on these older cars to have these snapped off bolts, because that snapped. But we've managed to get it off, so let's show you where we're at now. So you can now see the oil filter, which is just there. So what surprises me is the fact that the bolts have snapped straight away, but we've got the replacement filter, and we'll remove this one and then we can drain the oil out. Quite apparent because we've just basically dropped the oil. We've dropped the oil on the under tray like an absolute legend. There's the oil filter. We've basically got the same replacement one. Now the thing is with this, it's got oil in it, and if you can see how black, let's get the camera to focus. If you can see how black that oil is there, blimey, this filter is well overdue a change. Look at the state of it. Yeah? So now that we've done that, we can basically go under the car, get ready and put the pan underneath, so we can basically take the sump plug off and get rid of the oil. Making its way up. Yeah, that's draining from there. You can feel that the oil is quite warm, and it's nicely filling that pan up. Just gonna let that completely empty itself, and there you see it. If you think about it, it's bloody running for quite a long time. That's it. Guys, so what I like to do is make sure I wipe all my tools up. So as you can see here, I've got the spanner, that's basically been wiped up, because the thing is you are going to have oil fall everywhere, but it's best to keep things clean. Now the next step is we are basically going to get rid of that oil, put the new sump plug on, and we're going to start to oil up the new filter and fit that, and we're going to show you the process behind that. So I wanted to show you guys how thick and black this oil looks. This has been in the car for a long time. It suggested that you get this done every 5,000 miles, and now that we've began doing this, we are basically going to keep the process up, make sure it's done every 5,000 miles, because that's how you're going to keep this car healthy. Imagine that was your blood going through your body. You wouldn't want it to look like that. We have the new oil filter here. As you can see, that ring is very smooth and clean, so we're going to fill this with a little bit of oil just to lube it up, just so when we fit it, it's not a complete tight fit, not a tight fit, completely no oil running through the filter. So what you do is you soak this in a little bit of oil, and then we can whack this one back on, and then we can fill the engine with the oil, and we're good to go. Here's a good view of that filter. I'll show you the oiling process, so we can then put it back on. So we've got the filter here, we've got the oil ready, and what we're going to do is just pour a little bit of oil into the filter. That's it. As expected, we've dropped some, but see, yeah, that's nicely lubed up. So we can basically get that and then hook it straight back on to the new one. Rolling, as you'd expect. Now let's carefully place the filter back in there. So to give you guys a better view, there's the filter. Just gonna basically tighten that up. Tighten up with your hand as much as possible, and then we get the socket in there. Basically give it a full tight. Just get the socket wrench in there. That's the only problem. But we've hardly got any space in this cabin to bloody move around. So we're gonna get a long bit on this. And then, you can see we're basically tightening it up. Nice and secure without bloody pulling your socket off here. Yeah, looks good to me. Nice and tight. So we know that's secure. Yeah, so that's all fitted. Now the engine has no oil in it, so let's get some oil in here. And what we like to do is get the funnel just to make sure that the oil goes in nice and properly. In terms of making so we have the funnel. Secure that, get the funnel in there, that's how we do. And let's get the oil canister. Add the oil. So this is a flexi funnel, as you can see. Basically going to begin to pour the oil in. So as I said, I'm adding 2 litres worth of oil. Go in. Now obviously I said to use the 2 litres, but we'll go with 1.5 and then we'll just check that it's not overloaded. Okay, we're getting closer. That's it, we're at the 1.5 mark. Out there. Out a bit. Okay, put that there. Add a little in by hand. Yeah, it's looking good because you can basically see how much oil the car needs to take. Give the car a start and it should start nice and yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So that's basically the engine. It's a little bit noisy, but as you can imagine, we'll probably need to change the belt eventually, but otherwise we've got a new filter on and the car is running nice and smooth. Guys, thank you very much for tuning into another video. It's been great, obviously showing you guys how to get this oil change and filter change done. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we've got plenty more content coming soon. The GTR is not being neglected, it's behind us there, but at the moment this is going to have a lot of work done to it. Hopefully we're going to wrap it, get some crazy bits from China fitted to it as well, so it's going to be a laugh. We'll see if we can get it tuned as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and thank you very much for watching, guys.